Of the season, Tim. Some teams, I feel, are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Moody is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Butler, and there's Porzingis, and it's Curry in at the 2. Clock at 4. A deep 3 from Butler. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
I just like how aggressive SGA is. It's why he's able to draw these kinds of fouls.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
The first free throw is good. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. Now, here's SGA. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Wallace, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Butler. We saw him with 29 points last game. Outside, Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And with his size and ability to shoot from range, I'm not sure of many 7-footers with that shot.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Butler kicks to Porzingis. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
And they cruise to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Well, when you get a team's starters in foul trouble, you make it difficult for them to establish any type of rhythm.
Here's Butler after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler passes to Curry. 6 to shoot. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Dort misses.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
Green kicks to Curry. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Warriors. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And of course, there's the Thunder, a couple spots below.
And I think for the Warriors, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Butler. After Lou Dort's miss, Launches from deep. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Butler.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
The Thunder leading by 4. Wallace outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Porzingis finds Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Thunder have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A moment now to check out some numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. SGA against Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Green. The kick outside to Butler. Curry on the wing. Wallace covering. Fires from deep. The shot by Curry, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Dort. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Here's Curry with the 3. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have been the top offensive squad since the All-Star break. Number 5, the Warriors.
And as we get to the stretch run of this season, it seems their offense has improved. I mean, they're really getting comfortable with one another, and their production has also increased.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Richards is checked in. Curry against Dort. Shot clock at 6. Butler on the way. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Butler. And the basket by SGA. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Butler, still without a basket. Clock is at 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Warriors shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Good on the shot. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, Williams is a threat anywhere on the floor. The defense can't give him that much room, inside or out.
Pass to Curry, beyond the arc, in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
Butler kicks to Porzingis, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul, and the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Now here's Butler. Still scoreless. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. There's the screen with his first shot attempt. Offensive rebound. Horford finds Curry. Horford with a screen on Dort. Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Back to SGA. Fires the 3. Horford with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Curry kicks to Green. Here's Richard, and it's blocked by SGA.
That is timing on the part of SGA, protecting that paint.
And he gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Pass to Green. Butler against SGA. Outside Butler. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jared McCain comes in for Dort. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Warriors, Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Quentin Post comes in for Draymond Green. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry. Here's Richard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Melton. Now here's Porzingis. Over Holmgren. Porzingis can't hit. It's Williams, high post. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
It's so difficult to contain Williams. He's using his strength effectively to create that contact inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Williams.
You look at Jalen Williams, and he just has been adding something to his game every single year. Greater intensity, greater skill, greater confidence. It's the kind of evolution you love to see in a young player.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Williams with the steal. Now here's Caruso. He's tightly guarded. Here's Post. And he slams it one-handed.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Caruso sets the screen for Williams. Pass to Caruso. Misses the 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Quentin Post. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's DeAnthony Melton and Richard. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Guys, back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
McCain with the ball. He's defended by Podziemski. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Yeah, Holmgren saw a clear path, and he took it. You're not going to stop a guy with that kind of size.
Here's Podziemski. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Pass to Post. Melton with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Melton, the bounce pass. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
The Thunder leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Hartenstein with the screen on Melton. For 3, Mitchell. Warriors with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Well, there's no hiding the fact they didn't play their best. They had a couple of runs, but they just couldn't really string anything together consistently.
Here's Melton, following the score by Oklahoma City. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Golden State. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Podziemski. Wallace covering. Clock at 6. Pass to Post. Shoots over Holmgren. Post misses the shot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Here's Melton after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Pass to Podziemski to the left side wing. Porzingis against Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. And the Warriors also making a change. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Wallace finds Williams. Now here's Caruso. Defended by Moody. And that one's good, Caruso.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Warriors trail by 11. Butler feeling it out a bit. In the corner, Moody with it. To halt the run, hard earned by Butler.
And Butler just making so many winning plays right now, including outworking everybody on the glass.
Caruso, the pass to Mitchell, lets the three fly, and Moody pulls it down.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Nobody near Williams. Drains the wing tray. Williams has got his third basket of the night. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
And here's Porzingis. He's got 10. Horford sets a screen for Melton. And the Warriors miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Misses the hole and is now 3 for 4. Warriors trail by 12. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Butler passes to Horford. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Caruso with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Pass to Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust, not only physically, but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 12 points for Porzingis.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Butler against SGA. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Thunder making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Richards is checked in. Warriors on D. 15-point game. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. SGA against Butler. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Butler. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Curry kicks to Butler. Curry on the wing. Over Wallace. Curry can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Warriors trail by 17. And he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him.
Really nice decision there. When Jimmy Butler handles the ball, you expect good decisions.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Here's Butler. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jared McCain's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Butler. Curry on the wing. The three ball from Curry.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
And the Warriors making a change here. Melton's checked in. Hartenstein finds McCain. Hartenstein with the screen for McCain. It's good from long range. McCain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Horford. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. And another three for Golden State.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
McCain, a screen on Butler. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now here's Butler. Outside Curry. That shot missing.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Melton.
You're looking at a big wing here. Williams is 6'6", roughly 220 pounds, and he is tough to get off his driving line.
Warriors trail by 16. Curry looking it over. Pass to Melton. Picked by Horford. Melton passes to Horford. And it's denied.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Hartenstein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
For the Thunder, Chad Holmgren comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Dort in for Jared McCain. Then for the Warriors, Porzingis is coming in for Al Horford. And Draymond Green's subbed in for DeAnthony Melton.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Wallace with the ball. Now Green defending. Wallace with a screen for Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
First free throw is good. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
Well, I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Now here's Butler. And the layup falls. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Floats it up for Williams. It's stolen by Green. Outside Butler. It's Curry outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's SGA. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Shea is just relentless, continuing to attack the defense over and over.
Porzingis against Holmgren. Out to Porzingis. No one near him. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
Outside Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Williams is one of the most dynamic players we have in this league. That time really showing you his handle.
27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody for the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Williams. Green with the block. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got 10 points now just in this quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for Golden State.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF, capital T, soft. I get mad watching them play.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Jazz, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. That's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Warriors trail by 13. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Curry with the bucket.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Williams. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Holmgren kicks to Dort. SGA on the wing. Defended by Butler. 4 on the clock. From deep, SGA. Warriors with the rebound. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. Maybe the third game of this 3-game road trip. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Steph Curry is an all-time great who continues to amaze us, and I am just so glad I've got the best seat in the house.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in. SGA's got 20 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Butler. Back to Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Outside, Dort. SGA sets a screen for Dort. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis passes to Butler. Curry on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 points for him. Dort lays it up and banks it in. Dort's got 5 points so far.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Curry. Butler up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Outside, Dort. Williams against Green. 5 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams with the block.
Well, Williams is one of those guys that nobody wants to see in their face. He is a determined defender.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He's been dominant over the last month, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Now, here's Moody, defended by Dort. Pass to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Holmgren finds Williams. And the basket is good. Williams has got 15 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Butler. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Now here's Porzingis. Williams with the block. Here's the break. Holmgren dishes to Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. On the wing, Williams, headed by Green. Williams' shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Moody the pass to Butler. Now Kerr. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Butler with the steal. Outside Curry. A three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Dort. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Moses Moody.
And when it comes to physical play, it's hard to get the best of Dort. He invites contact at both ends.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
Good on the second free throw. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Just 3 to shoot. Green inside the three-point line. And again, no good by Golden State.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Wallace, and he banks in the layup. Wallace has got 9 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Warriors trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, here's Moody. Tight defense on him. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. And there's the drive. From the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 14. Butler passes to Kerr. Over Wallace. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
The Thunder leading by 12. Williams scanning the floor. Dort with a screen for Williams. Offline with his three.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Porzingis kicks to Green. Curry outside, and again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Bucket is good.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Curry. He's got 31. Porzingis with a screen on SGA. A three ball. Rebound by Wallace. The Thunder leading by 11. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And while we have a challenge here, the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. Number 1, the Thunder. And third, the Warriors.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at two of the premier shot-blocking teams in our league.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Case and Wallace. The Warriors also with a sub. Richards is checked in. Now Butler. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Green deciding where to go with it. 4 on the shot clock. Porzingis can't hit.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Dort passes to Holmgren. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, they have really taken advantage of the mid-range area of the floor. It's been open for them all night.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And Jared McCain subbed in for Dort. Quentin Post is checked in for the Warriors. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Jimmy Butler. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
The Thunder leading by 11. Pass to Holmgren. Here's McCain. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And let's check out stats for Stephen Curry. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
Well, he just has a great awareness. It is phenomenal how he knows where everyone is at all times.
Now here's Porzingis. 21 points in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
McCain gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. McCain's got 6.
Yeah, this guy can flat out light it up. He can beat you off the catch, off the dribble, or off the move. Jared McCain showing you everything.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Melton. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Warriors trail by 11. In the corner, it's Melton. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Pass to Holmgren. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors shooting down near the 40% mark since after. They've been slow getting going. Outside Curry. And here's Melton. For three. And another three for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
They get it back. Holmgren left side. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Fires for three. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Thunder lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jimmy Butler is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then there's Moses Moody. Then it's Quentin Post. And it's Horford in at the 5. And here are the Warriors now. After Oklahoma City gets the 3. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Lots of room. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
On the wing, Melton. Ball is covering. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Now this how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
It's so important in this league, quickly turning defense into offense.
Now here's Melton. Here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Free throw, good Butler.
And Butler is a leader by example. He's a hard worker who plays his heart out, and he can set the tone for his team, and then he expects them to match that effort.
And the Warriors making a change here. Richards is checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Wallace kicks to Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Mitchell drops them both. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Wallace against Melton. Inside. Here's Butler. Here's Moody. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, great to see Butler sharing the basketball. Passes like that help develop team chemistry.
The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. There's the drive. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Oklahoma City. And they double up Butler. Here's Moody. No good on the triple. Thunder have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. From past the arc, and Horford pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Butler.
That's a tough jumper by Butler. The pull-up is a difficult shot to defend.
Now here's Wallace. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Driving inside. Williams for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Tipped away. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair?
Mitchell against Butler. Horford with a screen on Caruso. Here he goes. And that one is hammered home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Butler with the steal. Butler making it happen inside.
Well, that's why his teammates look to get him down on the block. It is clear how confident he is down there.
The Thunder leading by 5. Williams up on top. Defended by Moody. To the inside. Caruso.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Pass to Moody. In the corner, it's Melton. Outside Butler. That one doesn't go. Good D by Mitchell.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Wallace misses.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Moody's shot is off. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Wallace against Butler. Wallace, good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 9-point game. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mitchell finds Caruso. Now here's Williams. Launches it. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Melton. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Horford with the screen on Mitchell. 3-pointer. Butler. Thunder with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Launches a three. The Warriors pull it in. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To end the cold streak. Yes, that goes in.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Golden State also making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Draymond Green comes in for Moses Moody. And Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. The 19-foot shot. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
And the basket by Curry.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
He has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
Now here's Butler after the miss from Chet Holmgren. Poke loose. It's taken away by Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Williams. Played by Green. Goes up on the top of the key. Williams can't hit. Warriors trail by 7. Now Green. A pass to Porzingis. Holmgren with the steal. And here's the fast break. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar. And that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And that one falls for Williams. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State, trailing by 10. Pass to Curry. And here is Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. It's stolen by SGA. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Warriors trail by 12. Here's Curry. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
That's a great read by Jalen Williams. He saw the defender closing out, and he stayed with his offense.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Williams drops them both. Warriors trail by 14. Curry passes to Butler. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Holmgren. Williams has got 14 points now in the second half. Warriors trail by 16. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time now to present our player of the game, Jalen Williams.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that, coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Up top, Moody, defended by Dort. Draymond. That one's off, still out of sync.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
And the shot goes in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 18. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Throw good, Moody. The Thunder leading by 15. Wallace outside. On the wing, Williams, guarded by Green. Holmgren sends the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Oh, one-handed!
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Warriors trail by 17. Outside Curry. Butler outside. Porzingis with a screen on SGA. Shot clock at 5. The three goes down.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. SGA! Oh, the jumper goes!
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jalen Williams.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. Jared McCain's checked in for Case and Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for SGA. Mitchell's shot is good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 19-point game. Pass to Horford. Richard, defended by Caruso. And it's blocked.
Yeah, get that out of here. That's great anticipation by Hartenstein.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Make a play. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Williams.